Go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. Ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries as we'll find out. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And now we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today, we're going to be doing a live stream. I feel like I've not done one of these in absolutely ages, but today we are doing a live stream watch-along. Premier League game, big game, City away from home, South Coast, Easter weekend, taking on Southampton. Going to be a very interesting game, this one, I am sure, and hoping for Manchester City here to get them 3 points, get Arsenal under pressure, and go and win this game. Win this game, 5 points behind Arsenal. Difficult game tomorrow against Liverpool at Anfield. We need to win this game, very simple. And as stated by Gundogan, the captain, and stated by, of course, Pep Guardiola himself, the manager, we need to win every single game. There's no let up, and we do need to win this game. Very simple. So that's what Manchester City do need to do. So we're going to go through the team news that's out. Erling Haaland returns for Manchester City, which is brilliant. But before we do speak about that and crack on with that, do make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, then please do subscribe to my channel. That would be much appreciated. We're on that push now to 30,000 subscribers. As you can see, we're now less than 1,500 subs away, so any help towards that would be fantastic. Also, don't forget as well to go and check out my social media links. That's in the description below and also on the yellow banner too. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. TikTok link also in the description if you do want to go and follow me on there. Also, don't forget as well to leave your thoughts in the live chat. It's rolling. I can see we've got Alec in the chat. Welcome. Hello, Alec. Thanks very much for tuning in. Justin as well. Hello. Hope you are well. Thank you very much for tuning in. And City Till I Die. Feeling confident today. Going, we've got this one. I do hope you are right and hoping it's going to be a comfortable and comprehensive win for Manchester City today. So do let me know your thoughts in the live chat, including your score prediction for this game. Let me know who you think the first goal scorer is going to be. And as I'm nosy, where you're tuning in from around the world as well, all the international blues, let me know where the JSGC channel has expanded to today and where we've got people tuning in from. Do let me know in the live chat as City Till I Die going for a 3-0 victory, which would be, that would be brilliant, wouldn't it? A 3-0 comfortable victory. We've got a massive game coming up on Tuesday evening against Bayern Munich. We can't be focusing on that. All focus does have to be on this game, and a 3-0 victory. If we can get, the sooner we get 3 goals, that'd be brilliant. That would be better. If we can get to that point, we can start rotating the team a little bit and start bringing on some players off the bench. But we will see. Starboy, thanks very much for tuning in. We've got India in the room. Where's everybody tuning in from? Mick Sid, thanks very much for tuning in and helping to moderate the chat today. Going for a 3-1 victory today for Manchester City. I'm more than happy with a 3-1 victory for Manchester City as well. Nicholas, yes, thanks very much for tuning in too. Much appreciated. And finally, please do leave a thumbs up if you are enjoying this live watch along. Remember, the aim, 100 likes. We're now 86 likes away, so any help towards that would be grand. As Nicholas says, he reckons 2-0 Manchester City. And Nicholas, I'm glad you've said 2-0 because 2-0 is my prediction as well. I was on City Extra stream yesterday and I said 3-0 Manchester City. I think 2-0 Manchester City today. Don't know why I've lost a little bit of confidence. I can just see Man City going out there, grabbing a goal in the first half, getting the job done 60, 70 minutes in, and then just trying to coast this game away. And let's not forget, the most important thing from this game doesn't need to be a classic. We just need the 3 points. 3 points today puts Arsenal under pressure tomorrow. And going to Anfield isn't going to be easy. So that is what Manchester City need to make sure that they are doing. So, Nicholas tuning in from the Caribbean. I like it. Thank you very much for tuning in. We've got India. We've got the Caribbean here on the stream. Fantastic. Trinidad. Love that. Trinidad in the room as well. So do let me know where you're all tuning in from. We've got Salford just up the road from me as well. And City Till I Die reckons Haaland, if he's not on Foden. Foden, we'll go through the teams in a minute. Phil Foden does not start today. He reckons Haaland's going to bag a goal today. And I agree. I reckon Haaland is going to bag today. So we're going to go through the teams, and we're going to start off with our opponents first. Southampton. Got some former City lads in there, so that'll be really interesting. Starting in goal, number 31, Gavin Bazunu. Of course, City sold Bazunu to Southampton in the summer. He starts in goal. It's Ainsley Maitland-Niles, former Arsenal man, starting at right back today. And Kyle Walker-Peters gets the nod at left back. It's Jan Bednarak and Armel Bella-Kotchap who returns to the starting 11 from injury for Southampton. It does mean that Caleta Carr drops to the bench. Midfield today made up of number 8, James Ward-Prowse, number 26, Carlos Alcaraz, and number 45, another former Manchester City man in Romeo Lavia. That's 2 starting players in the lineup today for Southampton. We've got Mohamed El Yanassi at right wing. It's Kamaladine Sulemana on the left wing. And it looks like it's former Arsenal man Theo Walcott starting up top. As I spoke about in my preview, danger man for me, James Ward-Prowse, captain in the side today. As Starboy says, Foden injury update. Not got an update on Foden's injury. To be fair, Pep's been pretty coy on that, to be fair. So I don't really know what's happening with his injury. It's his appendix. I presume he's had it removed, and it's normally a 3-4 week recovery time. Happened during the second week of the international break. We're currently that's 2 weeks ago, so I'm not expecting to see Foden for at least maybe another week, maybe another 2. He might be fit maybe next weekend. Maybe stands more of a chance going into the game against Bayern Munich in Germany for the second leg of our match against Bayern Munich. If not, then you think he'd probably be available from our match at Wembley against Sheffield United onwards, of course, with our big game coming up in the Premier League against Arsenal, as well as games coming in thick and fast. Nicholas says, not going to be an easy game. Definitely not going to be an easy game, this one, I don't think. Starboy, he says, just wait and see. Reckons might be another hat-trick for Erling Haaland. That would be nice. And Justin, hope you are right. Goals, goals, goals. That is what we want. So the bench very quickly for Southampton is made up of Alex McCarthy, their goalkeeper. They've got Duja Kaleta Carr, Romain Perau, Ibrahima Diallo, Musa Janempo, Stuart Armstrong, Sekou Mara, Paul Onyuachu, and Samuel Edozie, another former Manchester City man. That's 3 players for Southampton who are former players for City just last season that they brought in the summer. A couple of them started. Bazunu spent last season out on loan at Portsmouth, and of course Romeo Lavia with Samuel Edozie on the bench. So Manchester City, your starting 11 for today. Starting in goal, number 31, Ederson. Back 3, number 25, Manuel Akanji. Number 3, we're getting there. Number 3, Ruben Dias. And number 6, Nathan Ake. An unchanged back line from Manchester City. Now, somebody commented in my preview saying, no way we play John Stones. We're not going that defensive. Number 5, John Stones playing in midfield. As I said in my preview, that to me could well be Manchester City's defence, and it's getting another trial here for Manchester City today. We could be playing against Bayern Munich with John Stones sitting as the inverted fullback for City. Kyle Walker. Yeah, interesting. Alongside John Stones is number 16, Rodri. We've also got a couple more central midfielders in Ilkay Gundogan and Kevin De Bruyne starting as well. Right wing, Riyad Mahrez. Left wing, Jack Grealish. And starting up top, the return of the Viking. Number 9, Erling Haaland. Ilkay Gundogan, captain in Manchester City today. And it is only one change from our win against Liverpool last weekend. It's Julian Alvarez out, Erling Haaland in. And Julian Alvarez, I think, very unlucky not to be starting in this game. I'm expecting Southampton to have that low block, that park the bus tactic in play. I thought we might have gone with the second striker and maybe seen De Bruyne drift more towards the right wing, and Alvarez starts in place of Riyad Mahrez. Mahrez had a very good game against Liverpool, and he starts for this game, and it's hard to argue against that one. Very few changes that from City. The only player unlucky, Julian Alvarez. I'm sure he'll get some minutes. There's no way Erling Haaland does 90 today. I reckon Haaland, they'll give him this first half, see how he gets on. If he's doing all right, they might see how he gets on into the second half, try and give him another 10 or 15 minutes. It'd be nice for Erling Haaland to go out there and grab a couple of goals by half-time, get this game done, and then we can start having one eye on that match against Bayern Munich. But as it is, it has to be all focus on this game. It has to be. We can't even think about Bayern Munich until that game approaches, and that comes after this game. All focus has to be on this game. If we want the Premier League title, we have to win here. It is as simple as that. Moving on to the bench from Manchester City today, we've got number 18, Stefan Ortega-Moreno, our goalkeeper. Also got Rico Lewis, Aymeric Laporte, Kyle Walker, Sergio Gomez, Kalvin Phillips, Cole Palmer, Bernardo Silva, and Julian Alvarez. Strong bench that from Manchester City. Unlucky there for players like Kyle Walker, like Bernardo Silva, just don't seem to be getting a look in right now and falling out of favour. And I found Kyle Walker's situation in particular very interesting. And I found it interesting because Pep Guardiola said he can't invert. There's no way he's going to play in that hole in midfield, which means if he starts for Man City, it's going to be at centre-back, not in midfield. We don't play a back four, so it's not going to be at right back. It's only going to be on the right side of centre-back. He might get the nod ahead of Akanji, but Akanji just seems to have the go-in of Pep Guardiola. Must be doing really well in training to be getting this many starts. But to be fair, Akanji not really done too many things wrong, if I am completely honest. So that's City starting 11. What are your thoughts? Do let me know in the live chat. Going back to the live chat, sub 2, thanks very much for tuning in. Much appreciated. The mighty Avenger, JSGC, is here. Avengers Assemble, of course, our live streams that we go and do with City Extra, always good. Starboy says, what's the latest? Jude Bellingham first and foremost. No update, all quiet on Jude Bellingham. There were some rumours floating around about that he's set to make his decision on which club he's going to join, but I've not heard anything about that since. And in terms of Kvaratskhelia, I'm trying to pronounce his name right. Someone did comment on that, so thank you very much to them for trying to help me there. I was having a good study of his name in case City do bring him in, and fascinating. The lad from Georgia, of course, who's playing for Napoli. So I think it's Kvaratskhelia, Kvaratskhelia or something along them lines. Kvaratskhelia. Something like that. I'm trying, okay? And that's all you can do sometimes. Nicholas, Stones played brilliant against Liverpool. I'm expecting very much a similar stance of counter-attack and high-pressing game from Bayern as what Liverpool applied. So I presume City just trying to navigate this the best way that they can. Alan, thanks very much for tuning in from India as well. We've got plenty in from India today, which is fantastic. So thank you very much for tuning in. Much appreciated. So I just want to very briefly give a shout out to today's video sponsor, BetMate. It is only available to those who are 18 or over, and it is only available to those who are in the UK. It's a free app to download, so you can use the link in the description, or you can use the link on my live chat. That would be much appreciated. And you can download the free BetMate app. If you do download the app and you do sign up, use code JSGC10. You get £10 in free bets, and you can join today's pot, which would be fantastic. It's worth £400. I'm in. Last pot against Liverpool. So whopper of a pot. I finished third. I'm on operation by the end of the season to finish first in one of these pots. I want to win one of these pots. Is today that day? I hope so. But I finished third. I turned £5 into £40, which is brilliant. Today's pot worth £400. First place, £120. If you finish first, you turn £5 into £120. And as I said, sign up, use code JSGC10, get £5 in free bets. You can use them free bets to join this pot for free. And with less than 10 minutes remaining, you've not got long, so do go and check that out. Quick, if you are going to join my team for today. It's locked and loaded. I've rotated nothing because everyone that I predicted to be in the starting 11 for both teams were there, so I'm sticking with what I said on my preview. Teams locked and loaded. Ederson in goal, Ake and Diaz as my defenders, De Bruyne and Ward-Prowse as my midfielders, and I've got Haaland and Grealish as my two attackers. Bazunu, Walker-Peters, and Romeo Lavia, and Sulemana are my players from the bench. You can select 6 players from each team. Mine's heavily dominated by City because I think we're going to win this game. Going 2-0 for Manchester City. I'm going for goals today. First half, 1 for Erling Haaland. Second half, wrapped up. And I'm going for Jack Grealish to grab a goal for Manchester City. So, we're less than 9 minutes now away from kickoff for this big Premier League game. It's Southampton taking on Manchester City. We have already had some Premier League games. We'll go through them scores at halftime, as I like to do that as part of my halftime entertainment. So, now's a good time for you to go and get your drinks, get your snacks, sit back, relax. We're ready to go now. Manchester City away from home on the South Coast. We're taking on Southampton. Huge Premier League game. We need the 3 points. We need to make it happen, which means JSGC enjoying his 4-day weekend. We're on to day 2 here. Been a busy one so far. Cans cracked open. Glass with ice. The weather's improving here in the UK. We've got to a whopping 13 degrees. Naturally means we're in our shorts and t-shirts. We're going to enjoy ourselves today, and hopefully going to be a brilliant game full of goals and a Manchester City victory. 3 points, get that pressure onto Arsenal, and we can try and retain our Premier League trophy. Arsenal pushing us really well so far this season, so should be really interesting, I am sure. So let's have a drink. Got a can of Strongbow. I've got a 10-pack, so I've still got 4 left in the fridge, so we're finishing them off. Hopefully nice and crisp. How does this taste? Very sweet. Need that. Needed that. Very nice. Julia. Shout out to Julia. Absolute legend. Member of the JSGC channel as well. Got a member badge next to her name. Julia. Legend. And going for a whopping victory as well. 5-0. Julia, who's scoring today? Who's grabbing them 5? 5-0, that would be brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We're just getting highlights here. Why are we getting highlights of South? We don't want to see Southampton beating Manchester City earlier in the season. It wasn't full strength that day. We're sticking to that. City never turned up. It was an awful performance. One of the worst performances of the season. And considering we'd knocked out Liverpool in the Carabao Cup, it was just so disappointing. Put ourselves in a position. I mean, we knocked out Chelsea at home, Liverpool at home. To get to Southampton away, didn't turn up and went out. So poor from Manchester City. So poor. So disappointing. And hopefully today we'll rectify that. Sold out away end. I'm sure St Mary's is sold out as well. Southampton struggling. Bottom of the league. 20th place. Fighting for their lives. They need something as well. So permutations here. And a big result needed at both ends of the table. Southampton trailing a little bit. They need the 3 points. City need the 3 points to keep that pressure onto Arsenal to try and win the Premier League. Something does have to give here. It'll be really interesting. Really, really interesting. Nicholas says, wish I could have one of those, but he's ill. I assume you're on about the drink. Cheers. I'll have one for you. But in all seriousness, Nicholas, do hope you are feeling better soon. Julie reckons surely Haaland involved in a few goals. I mean, if we're scoring 5, you reckon Haaland's probably grabbing a hat trick. He's probably grabbing at least 3 of them 5. It's the direction City have been going in, and that'd be really good. I mean, we brought Haaland on in that League Cup game. We're about 20 minutes remaining. We couldn't find any way to get him involved in that game. So City need to be finding a way of getting Haaland involved. It's nice to see him return back to the starting 11 and hopefully getting firing on all cylinders, because that's going to really help us between now and the end of the season and trying to win the Premier League and, of course, Champions League as well, and the FA Cup to go out. We've got the 3 big trophies to go at, so hopefully we can come out there and win all 3. That would be brilliant, but we will see. City then 8 points behind Arsenal. We've got that game in hand. That game in hand at the moment is West Ham at home. That's being played at the beginning of May. We are losing the game against Brighton as well, so we're going to have 2 games in hand on Arsenal. And if Arsenal win there in 2 weeks' time when we play Sheffield United at Wembley in the semi-final of the FA Cup, and Arsenal win their game, I don't know who they've got, but if they do win that game, then they'll have the points, we'll have the games in hand. But basically what I'm saying is, we're always, unless Arsenal have a massive slip-up, and end up dropping points in 3 or 4 games, we're going to be trailing Arsenal right until the penultimate game of the season, which is when our game in hand, which is Brighton, that's been postponed away from home. That's been postponed because we're both in FA Cup action. So our Brighton match is going to take place the penultimate game of the season. It's the last midweek of the season. I think it's the 24th, 25th, sometime around then. It might be the 23rd, 24th actually of May is one of them dates when it will be taking place for it to be scheduled in. But I think they're just waiting on further clarification from the Champions League, because if Man City end up going out to Bayern Munich, they'll try and put that Brighton game before the penultimate game of the season. So we'll have to wait and see when them games are. As the players make their way out of the tunnel, we've got the Bumblebee outfit from Manchester City today, which is the same kit we played at St Mary's earlier in the season in the Carabao Cup. Southampton playing, I prefer their red and white stripes, but going with their white kit with a red stripe going down the middle. Not keen on it, but that's my personal opinion.
Gavin Bazunu played in both the 4-0 league defeat and 2-0 league cup win against his former club. Manuel Akanji is back in defence after his shoulder injury.
Ainsley Maitland-Niles starting at right back. Kyle Walker-Peters always seems to do well against us. He's going in at left back. Should be good. So don't forget, subscribe. That'd be much appreciated. Leave a thumbs up. We're on push towards 100 likes. We're 78 likes away from 100 likes. So any help towards that would be fantastic. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details there in the description and also in the live chat. Sunshine out on the south coast. Nice to see Ruben Dias in the starting 11 once more as well. Justin, we're not had an update from Pep on Foden, but expecting in the next couple of weeks we'll have Foden back. Quite a painful one, having your appendix out. Needs proper recovery time. It's not one of those that you might be all right after a week. It needs the proper recovery time, 3-4 weeks before you're good to go. City's bench frightening. Bernardo, Alvarez, Laporte, Walker. Full of quality. Absolutely full of quality. As we're now a quarter of our way to 100 likes. 25 in. Fantastic effort. So thank you everyone for that. Much appreciated. Push towards trying to get to halfway. 50 likes is the next aim. We've got James Ward-Prowse, captain of Southampton, having the coin toss with City's captain Ilkay Gundogan. Ward-Prowse, of course, in my opinion, the danger man for Southampton, and a player for City to keep an eye on. Ederson then, just Sky said a very interesting stat then. Ederson's the only player for Man City this season in the Premier League to have started every single game. Everyone else has been rotated. Everyone else has missed games. Ederson not missing them Premier League games. Firmly Man City's number one choice, despite some of the critics, and actually done well keeping clean sheets very recently. Conceded last week against Liverpool. It happens. Hopefully he can bounce back and come out with a clean sheet here. As we're ready for kickoff, and Ilkay Gundogan gets us underway here for Manchester City, attacking from left to right. City playing in their Bumblebee kits of the fluorescent yellow and black stripes. with black shorts, fluorescent yellow socks. Southampton playing in their home shirts, white shirts with the red stripe going down the middle, with, is it black shorts, I think? Yeah, black shorts and white socks. So both teams playing with black shorts. Don't normally get that, but there we go. So Southampton have the ball. We're from a throw-in. Just trying to work the ball down the left-hand side. It's a scathed clearance, though, and out for a throw into Manchester City from, I think it was from Lavia. Lavia getting a lot of praise from Pep Guardiola pre-match. Then he's an outstanding talent. Left Manchester City because we just couldn't give him the guarantees of minutes and playing time, which is what he was desperately looking for. So they've let him leave. They've let him get these regular minutes. He's done really well. I wouldn't be surprised, particularly if Southampton get relegated. City have that release clause, and we have the potential of picking up Lavia maybe for a cut price deal as well. If that is the case, I wouldn't rule out City maybe even going in for Lavia for next season. But I don't see that happening to me unless Kalvin Phillips leaves. And I know he's been linked with the exit door. I know West Ham are interested, but I'm not sure if I see Lavia coming to City or not. We'll see as Akanji just goes through the back there of Edozie and out for a dangerous free kick. Now, I said pre-match, cut out stupid free kicks and corners because they've got a brilliant player from a dead ball situation, from a set piece in James Ward-Prowse. And here we are, just over a minute in, conceding a stupid free kick and an opportunity here for James Ward-Prowse to put something of quality into the Manchester City penalty area. Needless free kick given away. So James Ward-Prowse stood over this, hoping this was going to be a commentator's curse and it'll go to the near post and City will clear. Not the greatest ball and headed clear by Johnny Stones for City. But that's the kind of thing City need to cut out, as another low ball comes in across City's penalty area and Gundogan gets shoved in the back, goes down, and that'll be a free kick to Manchester City. It's a good low ball across from Southampton. And Nicholas is the only Man City player to have not been rotated. Played every Premier League game for City. I'm not sure if Ramsdale's played every game for Arsenal or not. I presume that he has. I presume a lot of the goalkeepers will have started every game in the Premier League for a lot of teams. But Ederson's the only City player to have done so. So here comes City coming forward. Not the greatest pass that from Jack Grealish. And Southampton certainly putting the squeeze onto City early on here. I was hoping here that City be able to get into the groove rather quickly. And I think City have been, in my opinion, a little bit slow with the ball. A bit casual. And they don't need to be. Going at a snail's pace. Diaz just carefully plays a pass back to Ederson. Goes sideways to Nathan Ake. Sends the ball long. Headed clear by Southampton, and City can have a throw-in just inside their own half so they can push up at last. I think City were just struggling to get from defence to midfield there, which is very un-Manchester City-like. So 4 minutes in, nothing to report on as of yet, apart from a silly free kick given away from Manchester City. Again, just going at a snail's pace. I'd like to see a bit more urgency. It's Southampton that's putting the pressure onto City, and Ederson takes a heavy touch, and Akanji is good on the ball there. Works City away from a tight squeeze, and Stones can send this long, and City can think about the counter-attack. Mahrez cuts in. Gundogan, he's got Jack Grealish in acres of space. Grealish! Shoots! De Bruyne just can't get on the end of it from the rebound, and Bazunu makes the save. Mick said, yes, very happy with the starting 11. I was hoping City won't make many changes because I think the team City are going with today will be potentially the same starting 11 that will play against Bayern. So clearly City even though Pep said we're not thinking about Bayern, we'll be thinking about Bayern and thinking who's going to be playing in that game and who's going to help City, and just playing because I thought if there was to be a change, it'd have been Stones not starting in defensive midfield, and I thought City might have potentially even gone with the extra attacker, but they haven't. They're stuck with Stones, slightly more defensive option for an away match at Southampton, clearly doing so with Bayern in mind. Now, Jack Grealish's efforts, a good save from Bazunu. I think Jack Grealish should do better. Trying to bend it around Bazunu, and he's not even close to doing so. In that situation, I think Bazunu would be very happy that he was presented such a straightforward save. De Bruyne is unlucky to not get on the end of it from the rebound. He was stretching. We needed big Erling Haaland there, really, to be able to nod that one home rather than De Bruyne, always just a little bit ahead of him. It was a good counter-attack and well worked from City under pressure. They found the space well, but all led by Manuel Akanji, of course. Finds another pass to Riyad Mahrez, and Mahrez heavily involved in that play as well. The best chance of the game so far. But Southampton continue to put that squeeze on to Manchester City as Rodri finds Nathan Ake now. Here's Jack Grealish. Finds Riyad Mahrez on the right-hand side. Not the greatest ball forward, that from City, and they can get that ball back. They do well. And Jack Grealish does well to keep that one in. Here's Manuel Akanji now. 7 minutes in at St Mary's. 0-0 here. Here's Mahrez to Stones. Back to Mahrez. Chips one towards Jack Grealish. It's too deep and out for a goal. Excuse me, and out for a goal kick. City had 91% possession so far. And City can deal with that one. Not the greatest pass out from Southampton, and that's going to be a throw-in for Manchester City now. Here's Eddie then for City. Gives it to Ruben Dias. Akanji now. Gives it to Ederson. He sends this long. That's a cracking ball from Ederson. Headed clear, but City can have the ball. High up, Haaland finds Mahrez in the penalty area. De Bruyne overlaps. He gets used. And De Bruyne can eventually get it across. He seems like he just got his feet muddled up there, Kevin. Rodri to Akanji. Gives it to Ruben Dias now. City just taking the time. So don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Aiming for 100 likes. We're 73 likes away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe if you're new around here. Do go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details there in the description and also in the live chat. Here's Mahrez. So a lot of City's attack coming down this right-hand side. Here's Rodri. Gives it to Jack Grealish. Cracking ball that. Mahrez takes it under control. Of course Mahrez takes it under control. On the right hand side, Stones is in space. He isn't used. De Bruyne is instead. Might he go on his left foot and put a ball in? He doesn't. Rodri gets his foot onto it, can work it backwards into space. Diaz now to Nathan Ake on the left hand side. Jack Grealish wants the ball, gets the ball. Under pressure from 2, wants to cut in. Finds Rodri now. It's a deep ball towards Mahrez, picked up just on the outside of the penalty area. He can cross the ball, headed up. Not the best of clearances from Southampton, and out for a corner, a cheap corner given away. So Maitland-Niles giving away the cheap corner there. Grealish and De Bruyne stood over it. Looks like they're going to take a short one. They do. Here's Jack Grealish now to De Bruyne. Takes the touch, can't get the cross in. Why don't they just put a ball in? Sent the defenders forward. We're on the back foot. Just put a ball into the box. De Bruyne now does put a ball into the box. It was a good ball into the box. Headed clear well by Southampton, but it caused some bother. Here's Mahrez. Not a great ball in. Headed clear. And a poor giveaway from Gundogan means Southampton can come away with the ball. And here's the counter-attack. Walcott can't really look up. He has to go backwards. Back to the keeper, Bazunu. Plays a pass into Lavia. Former City players combining there. Here's Ederson. Finds Ruben Dias. Rodri now, back to Nathan Ake. Here's Gundogan to Nathan Ake. John Stones finds Jack Grealish. Gundogan back to Grealish. That's a clean tackle, judged by the referee. So City can come away with it. De Bruyne, again, he's not got his feet sorted, but mopped up well by Rodri. Here's Grealish. Plays a pass into De Bruyne. Keeps himself onside and out for a corner to Manchester City. Nicholas, you might be spot